Hello. Alright, so we'll be playing our first game as black. White plays e4 and we have e5. The standard chess opening played against this setup. Bishop moves out, preparing for castling and attacking the knight. We can play a lot of variations like the Berlin, like the bishop, like the knight, d6. Well, so let us go with knight d7. This is the Kojio defense. Well, here he go with castling and we go with d6. Follow our main standard opening principles and whatever you can say. Otherwise, we can also go with f5. Can change the whole course of the game. Well, here we'll just capture the pawn, play bishop to d7, and play very normal. You know, with the very basic planning. Playing a6. Ultimately, he'll just capture. We'll go with knight take. Okay, these are not any problems. What is happening is we are forcing our opponent into playing such moves. Now he has to move the knight backward. Well, we'll just capture it and then develop the knight, attack the queen. So like this, we are just increasing our development rate also. And at last, it is beneficial for us. Well, here there are some moves which can be played. Supporting this, supporting this. Okay, so these kind of moves are obviously very, very good. And this is what he plays. Now, generally, the most biggest mistake we are going to do is, well, so here he can just capture and say, it's game over, right? So we can just play queen f6, queen e7. Okay, many of the variations, you can play any of them. Knight jumping there, he can play f4, right? Then we can go with c6. Now, these moves are very positional. And I believe this is the best move. So we'll just go with knight e5, bringing the knight at the center and then c6. Once again, these are all development moves. We are just ignoring this knight. Like bishop is threatening knight and we are just ignoring it. We are not paying attention to it. That it's not important in our life. Well, he plays the queen to d2 and once again, you take, I take, that's very simple. Not part of our important life. Right? Well, here we can just push and the knight has to go backward. Like this, we are just gaining more and more development, more and more trust. Right? Well, queen f6. Queen f6 we can play x6, right? Blocking this. Okay, I'll go with queen f6 and the very basic idea, allowing him to play this. Ultimately, if we play this, we can go with queen g6, focusing on this file, particularly attacking this pawn, which is the most important thing. Now, he is having the whole primary main focus towards attacking the d6 pawn, right? I mean, he is not taking a lot of time into thinking for the best move or something. He is in the sense that I have to capture the pawn, right? Now against this, we can go with bishop e7 and castle it quickly, right? Because that's something required for your king safety. So let us not waste time into that. Okay, and obviously I believe that is no doubt, right? It is a no doubt thing. Okay. Now this is once again completely dependent on him, on what he is wanting to play. Well, now the time is decreasing and obviously my time is also less because I have spent a lot of time thinking for the correct moves. Okay, so I'm having 7 minutes 55 seconds and white having 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Okay. So now one here what white can play. Well, if we think completely systematic, completely in a thinking move order, then I can find out the very good moves from fight inside. Number one is playing bishop here. Ultimately, okay. Ultimately, I'll play queen g6. You just take the bishop. King has to take, and king safety is gone. Well, now this move have following advantages also. Okay. Well, these are all the calculative moves. Now he plays bishop take e5, and it has only one answer, and that is queen take on e5. Right? He plays f4, and that's absolutely a mistake. Pushing the pawns like that. Well, we have queen c5 check, followed by castling, and no longer a threat, nothing going on. All we're gonna do is just, move the bishops. Because now this is the only thing we are having in our hand, and that is the bishops. So particularly, it becomes our responsibility just to develop them and bring it to a better square. Well, here I think I must no. So I just go with e5, and that's a very simple move. I'm going to push. He plays f5. He's like blocking some of my territories or whatever. Well, here I can push the pawn forward. Okay, here I can push the pawn forward. The knight will jump backward. I'll take this. He can also take this. Now, this is the very good plan according to me. He go with queen take on d4. So I think it's advisable to take it. Okay. Then rook a7. In fact, to bishop, right? Bishop c8 can be a problem. Okay, rook moves d8. No, c5, c4 is best. But then he'll just sacrifice the rook. I think bishop c8 was better. Well, doesn't matter. Like this is one of my plans basically, but yeah. And this queen take on was not that expected, but yeah, this is what he plays. Okay, bishop c5. Now rook will go away. Maybe he's going to capture this. I'll take. He'll take. No, that's very risky. Okay. So once again, now he is just calculating, and I believe so. This is not a good move. Like I wanted to play c5, c4, right? Now that's gone. No problem. Well, what we are doing is attacking. He cannot play rook there. We play rook here. Okay. Alright. So against this also we have a. That's not a good move. We'll go with b4. Attack the knight. Knight is generally, controlling this square. And you all know what I'm talking about. Bishop here. Opening this rook file. Now the knight is the only problem. So I'm like, go away. Okay. Now let us wait until he go away. Okay. So we play bishop f5, and our plan is very simple, right? Attacking it. And I'm pretty sure my opponent also know what I'm planning here. Right, that's very obvious. He knows that he cannot capture, and he is enough rated to understand all of them. Right? Alright, so against this particularly, white have 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Generally longer time. Okay, he is playing rook to f4. We can go with g6. We can have a very good position. That's something we can go on and just trust with. And I believe this is almost fair. You can just go with it. Well, here are the main moves. Now we can observe this. Particularly take, rook take. I think. Oh, now he open it. I don't know why, but I believe that the position is now getting more easier instead of getting difficult. Like you all might be like, the back rank is not possible now. He opened some spaces, right? Let the future moves decide that. Now we are attacking it. We are going to trick our opponent into thinking that we are attacking this pawn. What he is going to do is going to indirectly impact this. Either he'll try to protect, for example, knight here, trying to attack the bishop. And he just played some fancy moves, sacrificing the rook like that. And obviously that's never a good move or something. But we go with rook to d1 check, and let me show you how we just go with the rook sacrifice. Sacrifice the rook! So this is how we just go with it. White take it, bishop here, queen. So it's always advisable, don't sacrifice pieces like that. Okay, always take time, think for the forcing moves first. And then just sacrifice the rook, become Gotham chess fan and all. Well, he just resigns the game. Okay. Alright, so still that was a better game we played today. And we have one brilliant move. You all make a start. The rook. Okay, let us not waste time and play some more games so that you all may get some entertainment. Well, we have e4. Okay, let us play Karukan. Karukan. Let us play the Karukan. We have e5 and takes, develop the knight. Okay. So now this is the exchange variation. He plays x3, which is completely a waste move. It's always advised that you develop your pieces first. Okay. Now here, let us go with bishop f5. I'm not wasting moves. Okay, knight take on d5, followed by e6. If you want to trade, you can trade. I'm opening all these variations for you. Okay, so here he plays bishop to d3. And I believe this is the most easiest option I see. Bishop take d3, knight to b4, the queen goes backward anywhere of his choice. And then we can look forward g6. Otherwise, bishop e7, the most simplest option. Looking forward castling, looking forward bishop f6. Well, I'll just castle, don't waste any time or something. Okay, bring the knight to d5. Now, if you want to trade, we can trade. Right? There is no problem in that. Sack the knight. So, sack the knight where? I hope you know how the horse move. Well, he plays rook to e1. We have bishop f6. And we look forward queen b6 also. Okay, so queen b6, attack the weak pawn. It's all about finding some moves, trying to attacking this, and you know. Alright, so he plays b4. Okay, b4. Time to push. Knight e7 f5. I think this is what we must go on with, right? Okay, knight to e7. So he plays rook to b1. We play knight f5. Attack this. Oh, okay. So the knight is jumping here, and I think bishop take it, pawn take it, queen moves here. Other than that, we can just play queen here, right? So queen to d6. The plan is very simple, right? But he can play bishop f4 and all. Now here, I think it's better if we just capture this. Takes and then queen g6. Look forward knight h4 and this. Okay, I know. But after the queen d1, queen to d1, okay, you could just start taking the pawn. This one. Okay, I can find this. But then I have to sacrifice queen too. And this one is absolutely not correct. No problem. We have queen f3 on the board and knight h4. Looks good, but it's actually almost fine because she can play queen here, you know. So that's why I'm like not wanting to play this. Well, let us play some other moves. This knight c2 forcing the queen and queen. Okay, basically if you evaluate the number of pieces, material will be equal. Okay, you can just talk about that plan in the sense that my opponent will lose his king safety, right? His castling ability and all. So I can trust that point. Otherwise, I believe so there are better moves in the board. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Good thinking. Okay. Here now this pawn is under attack. Let us focus on the game now. Hmm. F6. F6 queen can take this. Can give a check and prop. Okay, knight moves backward. Look good once again. Look good, but actually it's not good. And I believe these are all the options. Okay, knight e7. Okay, let us not waste time, you know. Okay. And now he is just calculating for the best move. Once again, let us see what he is going to play. Oops, no problem. So he is just thinking about the best move. Let us see what he is playing. Okay, bishop take on g7. Exactly. I just forgot the opening principles, right? I was doubting this move for a while, right? Okay, no problem. King take on it. Okay, so let me take back my words. There is no opening principle mistake. Okay, here it's time to move this rook. No, this one. Basically, the knight is important for protecting it. That's why. Now f6 look good. Otherwise, queen f6. Okay, once again, it's all about trading, right? I'm just looking for trading. Well, f5 is something different. f6. f6 you move here. Okay, let us not waste time. Queen f6 and yeah, trade. Okay, you cannot move there. All right. Opponent thought he did a brilliant. Yeah. Until he just realized got him chess. He is not got him chess fan. Well, king h8. I mean, sorry, got him chess is for rook. Yeah, king h8. Rook moves c1. Okay. For now, my plan is all about forcefully just continue with trading the queens, and that's something very average, right? Average player, what he would do. This is what I'm doing. Okay, so it's time to play some very tricky ideas. Knight f5. Takes, knight take queen, take, queen take. I think that's not good. So rook take it. Rook take it. Yeah. Alright, so I believe so he just protect the queen. He just protect the queen, I just quickly. Okay, now this is kind of thinking position. Rook take it, king take it, knight fork, okay. And I think this is the best. So here we sacrifice the rook. Rook take on g2. Can you play? Yes. If you want to play against me, you can send me the challenges. Okay. Alright, he just accepted. We play this and yeah. Now let us see what he is going to play here. And okay, so I'm glad that you are liking this rook sacrifice. Okay, okay, a smart trick here. Once again, this is chess. I guess forgot that. Chess is unpredictable. Alright, very normal thing. Okay, so knight jumps here. Now once again, that's another blunder I'm going to do. Queen here, no, very different. Queen moves here. Okay, let me just do some time pass. And at last I know who is going to lose, right? Queen g7. That's completely looking forward queen trade, And I'm very bad at this. I mean, I'm having very bad position, right? It's not about queen trading at all. Well, why to play? It's sure. Yeah. Okay, now he's just calculating about it. Queen to resign button. That's a very good comment. Queen to resign button. Queen is not coming out of chessboard. Okay. Rook moves here. And queen moves here. He'll obviously trade. For God's sake. Queen to g6. And I'm just going to pre-move this one. Now he got a rook. He can just play it. Alright, all we can do is give a try and all. The pawn can move to x6. My god, what is that? Pawn can move to x6. Yes. Okay, let's take it. King moves and yeah, enjoy the party. If possible, then donate me some charity also. Right? You are enjoying the party so much. Knight f6. King d7. Knight a7. Alright. He's having 5 minutes, I'm having 1 minute. Well, okay. So we'll be playing as white. Okay, d4, d5, the queen's gambit on the board, and then the slap happens. So let us take it, takes it, and knight c3, followed by bishop f4, knight f3. Play with me, yes, sir. Why not? e3. Bishop moves b5 check. Knight moves e5. Looking forward queen a4 also. Okay. Queen a4. And now it's time for black to resign. Okay, take it. Play some forcing moves. We also take it back. And then he plays something like a6. We take. No. Okay, queen b6. We get castle. He also castle. He also castle. No. Good. We play rook to b1. And our plan is very simple. All I want is this. Give a check. Take the queen. Take. Alright. So bishop take on c6 check. And particularly, this is completely black to play. And his choice on what he wants to play. Whether to capture it. You know. Well, now he's just calculating about that. Okay. 8 minutes and 18 seconds now. You just take. You just play whatever you want. Take it like this. Take it like that. Okay. So now the time is decreasing. 7 minutes and 48 now. Right? And obviously he's having played pretty lot time to calculate. Okay. I think I just missed that. Rook take on p7. Play this. And then game is over. Okay, now black is thinking. And castle. From winning to losing. He just play rook here trying to attack it. Right? Pro took the rook instead of bishop. Exactly. Exactly. That's the only thing that I did as a mistake. Bishop to d6. Rook take on it. We go g4. And pro thinks bishop are better than rook. Bishops. Yes, sure, obviously. Two bishops are obviously better than rook. If you talk about one bishop, then that thing is different. But g4, bishop attacking the rook, and the bishop should have taken the. No, checkmate is there, right? Welcome, Rocker, to my channel. Knight moves e5. Bishop g3. Bro, why did you take back the bishop instead of taking rook? Okay, rook moves e8. h4. Rook moves d2. We go g5. And he takes it. So we also take it back. We go g6. Pawn take h7. And now the game fully revolves around that. Okay, so I just got a challenge. Knight f3, Lopez. Okay, d3, knight c3. Bro sold this game twice. I can relate that. Well, okay, rook moves e1. It's all about this. These are all the obvious moves. Easy to find. Okay. The part is he is making a lot of mistakes. No, f3, and we can just capture this. Okay, we'll just marshal it. Look, moves here, we can capture. Take this. And a checkmate. Okay. Alright, so any challenges you want?